So, due to the recent strikes conducted by US Air Force on the installation of Iran, along with the dogfight between the MiG-21s and F-14s, resulting in the downing of 4 MiG-21s, Iran has decided to strike back at both the UAE and the US Air Force in the area. As a result of this, Iran has deployed MiG-29s towards the front line. They are armed with R-27ERs, R-27Rs and R-73s. Uh, a pair of MiG-29s have been detected, and they are flying inland but close to the shoreline where the previous engagements did take place. They have been detected by the US battlegroup, and the US battlegroup has responded by deploying two F-18 Hornets armed with AIM-120Cs, AIM-7s and AIM-9s. Uh, the Hornets have been tasked to push towards the MiGs, keep a distance of 60 nautical miles and mask them. In case the MiGs turn toward the Hornets and come under 40 nautical miles, the Hornets are authorized to fire and destroy both of these MiGs. So let's see how this goes out. Right, so the Hornet flight is about to take off. That's Lightning 1 and I am Lightning 2, waiting for Lightning 1 to take off before I'll go in as well. Flight checks are done. Looks like Lightning 1 is ready to go. Burners are on and there it goes.
Springfield 1 airborne.
Right, so Lightning 2 is about to take off as well. Burners on. Gears up. Getting speed to 300 knots before I turn off my burners. The climb angle is going to be about 10 degrees. We are going to climb to Angels 10, and we'll push up towards the target area, looking for the MiGs. So making sure that the weapons are armed as well. Master armor is on. I've got AIM-120 selected. So scanning at about 80 nautical miles ahead of us. So the flight of F-18s is moving in, but interestingly they have lost the MiGs on the radar and they are not sure where both of them are, and now they are searching for them.
Airfield 1 passing waypoint 2 at 15,000.
So increasing the radar range. This is not good.
Airfield 1 passing waypoint 3 at 15,000.
We've got the coastline inside but nothing on radar. Lightning 1-2 is having some problems with its radar system, so it starts to RTB, whereas Lightning 1 keeps on going, hoping to see where the MiGs are. In the meantime, the battle group is informed of the situation, and in case support is needed, a pair of F-14s is on alert 5, So Lightning 1 starts to make its turn, hoping to pick any of those MiGs, but till now no luck. A trap from the beginning. Uh, the MiGs have gotten a jump on the Hornets. This is Lightning 1-1. I've got two MiG-29s on my 7 o'clock. I'm getting spiked. I need immediate backup. This is Lightning 1-1 dropping to the ground in order to... Shit, this is Lightning 1-1. I've got a missile launch at me. I see again I've got a missile launch at me. I need immediate backup. Deploying countermeasures. I don't have a visual on the missiles. I see again I don't have a visual. I'm turning back towards the battle group. No visuals. I see again no visuals. Looks like there are iglas on the island. I've still got the MiG-29s on my 6. Launch the Alert 5 aircrafts. I see again launch the Alert 5 aircrafts. This is Lightning 1-1. I'm going defensive. I say again I'm going defensive. I'm losing power. Something's wrong with my engines. This is Lightning 1-1. I need immediate backup. I'm losing power. I say again I'm losing power. I've got two MiG-29s on my 6. They're closing in fast. That's a close missile. I've torched one of the missiles. I say again I've torched one of the missiles. I've got multiple launches at me. I'm losing power. I say again I'm losing power. There's something wrong with my engines. I don't have visual on the enemy. Shit, this is Lightning 1-1. I'm about to be hit. I say again I'm about to be hit. Mayday, 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 mayday. So the MiGs have gotten a jump on the single F-18. For some reason it was not picked up by AWACS or any of the other radar system in the area, and this is the perspective of the MiG, the lead MiG, which has shot down the F-18, and it has gone into burner. The Hornet is somewhere off down on its nose. So the MiG is armed with R-27 ERs, the extended range, and there's a missile shot. And as you can see, it's trailing and it's tracking the Hornet, it seems. But because the Hornet was already defensive, the missile could not reach. Off the nose down, somewhere around 1 o'clock, that's where the Hornet is. The MiG already has an advantage in height and speed, and there's the second ER launched. The MiG starts to dive. It's pushing up towards the Hornet. At the same time, down there on the island there are some iglas which just got activated, and they opened up on the Hornet as well. So the MiG is pushing, it's going into a dive. The burners are off because it's already got enough speed. Now all it has to do is get close to the Hornet, which was having some technical issues, and it needs to shoot it down. At about 1 o'clock on the sea, there you see one of the missiles splashing in the water, and on its right side there's the Hornet flying, and the MiG is diving on the Hornet. It's got decent parameters, I would say. but it doesn't have an ER now, so the MiG goes into burner in order to get close to use its R27Rs and its sidewinders. So the MiG's closing in. There's the other missile. The MiG just dropped its tanks. Yeah, and there you see, right, directly 12. There's a missile launch. It's tracking good, and that's a splash. So Iranian MiG has just claimed a kill on the F-18 Hornet. While this one was engaging, the second MiG was still on something like an overwatch, you can say. So there you can see the splashdown there. It's at about 4 o'clock of the first MiG. So the idea, I would say, would be that if the first MiG misses, he'll move in and he'll engage as well. Let's see how this goes further. Right, so it seems that something doesn't add up over here with the MiG-29s engaging the Hornet and taking it down. Radar has picked up a flight flying extremely low and heading towards the shoreline of UAE. As a result, two F-16s are scrambled. They are ordered to intercept the incoming flight, assess the situation, and if required, engage them. Viper flight is airborne. This is Viper 1, and we've got Viper 2 at the back. Making the right turn. Master arm on. Making sure that the systems are switched on. Increasing the radar range to 80 nautical miles. Got good speed. Climbing to Angels 15. Nothing on radar. We've lost contact with the incoming flight, so it seems they are flying low. Intention still unknown. They have came in from Iranian mainland, so it can be a strike group. In the meantime, we've received reports of F-18 Hornet going down somewhere in the Gulf. Still unsure if it was an engagement or was it a technical issue. Okay, we've received reports of enemy fighters and they are engaging at the airfield. So F-16s are directed towards them in order to find out where the enemy is and engage them. So we've gotten into burner, increasing our speed and heading up towards the zone. So this is Viper 1 and we've got Viper 2 in the back. in full burner as well. Still got nothing on scope, nothing on RWR or on radar. We run showed at the type of the threat. So we've received reports of enemy airstrike at the Khasab airfield, and the F-16s are pushing in at max speed, at full burner. We are at about Angels 22. Still trying to see if we find any enemies. So we've got contacts at about 41. Okay, so it looks like the airfield has been hit. Still nothing on radar. Yep, the airfield has been hit. We can see smoke down there, but still got nothing on radar or RWR. Searching on the mountaintop for any possible contacts. Nothing. Nothing on radar. Yep, the airfield has been hit hard though. The runway looks intact. No damage of any kind. Okay, it looks like we've just arrived here in time, and there are multiple MiGs in the area. We've got one of the MiGs directly 12. We're trying to lock onto him and engage him. Fox 3. There were reports of 4 MiG-21s in the area hitting the airfield. The MiG is... okay, it's down, so that's splash 1. There are still 3 more MiGs in the area. We have to find them out and destroy them before they go back to Iran. So the Viper flight is gaining altitude, hoping to spot where the MiGs are. They're probably returning back towards the base, so they'll be somewhere on near the shoreline or on the seaside. Right, so radar has picked up one of the targets. There you can see it. It's looks like it's returning back. So we'll dive down on him. Fox 3. Where the other 2 MiGs are, we do not know. So we'll keep on following this one. Looks like it is going defensive. Negative, that's second splash. The Viper flight has been ordered to sweep the coastline, ensuring that there are no more targets in the area, and then return back to base. RWR shows a couple of contacts at about 7 o'clock, so we'll turn back and hope that we can find them on radar. The airfield has been heavily damaged, that's for sure. And we've lost both of the MiGs on RWR as well. So they're probably going back to Iran. Yep, RWR is clear, making a left sweep. Searching for 40 nautical miles. Scope looks clear. Viper flight is being ordered to return to base. Right, so it looks like that the trap which was laid down by Iranian Air Force was successful. They created a diversion by getting their MiG-29s up in the air, forcing the American battle group to put their attention towards them, as a result of which they were able to successfully shot down one of the F-18 Hornets. But it seems that the ruse was successful. The actual strike plan was to send in a formation of 4 MiG-21s in order to hit the Khasab airfield, and making sure that the infrastructure was damaged to the point that it cannot be used for any future actions. This is the MiG-21 flight approaching the coastline. They are armed with air-to-ground missiles along with 2 sidewinders. The flight is flying low, which makes it difficult for them to be detected. Somewhere around this point they were detected as they were gaining altitude to move in for their strike, and a flight of 2 F-16 Vipers was scrambled to intercept them. This is the Khasab airfield, directly 12. You can see all 4 of the MiGs have gone into burner. Looks like they are moving in for their attack run. So we'll switch over to the very trailing, the last MiG in the formation. You can see the airfield somewhere around 11 o'clock off the nose, and the MiGs are in formation and they're moving in for the strike. So there's the first missile launched by the first 2 lead MiGs. The second, that's the third one. Those are 3 missiles going towards the infrastructure buildings and the runway area. And you can see the damage down there. They've destroyed a number of buildings, and the MiG makes 2 of the MiGs have made a left turn. At this stage the Viper flight was inbound as well in order to engage these MiGs and shoot down as many of them as they can. So you can see the damage to the airfield down below, the MiGs turning back in. 9 o'clock low, you can see the airfield burning. The infrastructure buildings are heavily damaged. Right, so the MiG is turning back in. It's gone into burner, so it's going to fire its second missile. You can see one of the MiGs firing. At the front there are two shots. There's one hit, second hit, and this is the third missile from the MiG. So it looks like it's going to hit the buildings again. Yep. Now the MiGs are out of their air to ground missiles, so they'll most probably turn back towards Iran, go low, and return back to base. And it was during this time when two of these MiGs got intercepted and shot down by the Viper flight that was coming in to intercept them.